Hey guys, I'm running a few minutes behind this morning. I was trying to do some neat little tricks on my Facebook Live and I'm just not into the trickery yet apparently, so bear with me again. But I had my Christmas card buffet yesterday, and for that class we had 10 different card designs. I only had 4 people in attendance, but I think each one of them made close to 10 to 20 cards each. So a lot of Christmas card making got done yesterday and everybody had a great time. So I will have some additional cards from that left over for sale. Those are going to be 5 for $15 or 10 for $25. If you need those shipped, it'd be flat rate shipping of $3. And I do pack those in very hard, sturdy cardboard containers. So I'm going to keep that open today. And so if you want any of these cards, just let me know how many you want, if you want 5 or 10, and comment below, and then I will set those aside. So until I run out, once I have to cut that off, I'll cut that off. But I would imagine I'll be out by the end of the day once I also send that out to my email subscribers. So I want to start with showing you the cards. I'm showing you all but one of them because one of them we did with the Memories and More card pack, and so that one was kind of a designer's choice card, and so everyone's cards were different. And I may actually do the Memories and More cards as my project for next week, because if you've waited this long to do your cards, that's a really quick and easy way that you can do them. So we're going to start, and I've packaged all my cards here, so I'm just going to take them out one by one. These were my samples. So this is the first one, and it says Happiest of Holidays, and this one uses the Moose Punch, which is no longer available. So this is a you snoozed, you losed card, but I really love the colors on this. It's just kind of a fun, bright Christmas card, and it was very quick and easy to do. All right, so the next one uses some items from the Brightly Gleaming, and boy, you can really see all that shimmer. This one is a no stamping card, so it was really easy to do. This right here, I'm going to bring it up here. This is Merry Christmas, and it's with the copper print on there. That is the ribbon, and so you just cut the ribbon apart to use that as your greeting on the card, and then the copper foil stars and the little metal pieces there add to that. The next one is one you may have already seen on my blog or here on that. We did the little hot cocoa card, and this one's been very popular, very easy to do. These little pieces here, I have a feeling this will be even more popular with your kids if they've seen Frozen now. But those are from the little snowman kit. So there's little scarves and snowballs, and then you also get all the little arms and the eyes and the nose in that kit too. So really cute, and just a different way of using that. And let's see. And then this one is with the Feels Like Frost Sweet. And I shared this one on my blog last week, but very pretty, and we added some of the silver glimmer paper embellishments to that as well. And on that snowman card, I told you that you can also get the little hats, scarves, and mittens, so that is what is on there. This was punched out of the designer series paper with the snowman punch. So I was able to get kind of a glittery effect on those snowmen. And I mean, there were a lot of those. So I mean, with that paper, you've got quite a few of those if you want quick and easy snowmen, or you could even choose to stamp those if you wanted to. All right, we're about halfway through. All right, this next card, if you're a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, you probably recognize this one. This was from the October kit. And very pretty, lots of shimmer to this one, little sequins, just a fun Christmas card and quick and easy to put together. Paper Pumpkin, just if you don't know, is a monthly subscription kit. In this particular kit, you had enough supplies to make 10 of these Christmas cards, so that was a quick card making class for you. This one I think I shared probably on Instagram. Very simple. It uses the perfectly plaid paper and also the plaid stamp set for the Merry Christmas and the little pine cones. Just a quick and easy little card. And what do we have here? Oh, and this one you may have seen before too. This one used the Stampin' Blends. Everyone said that if they were going to give this card to someone, it was going to be someone very special because it does take a while to color. I did about 5 of these last night while watching The Walking Dead. So, you know, you do your coloring when you're doing something else kind of mindless. It just kind of makes the time pass a little bit easier. But love this yummy Christmas stamp set. And then finally, and this is the card I'm going to be demonstrating for you today. This is with the Christmastime is Here suite. And this is your last week to get this. So I absolutely love it, and I hope that you'll add that to your list this week. You don't want to let this one pass you by. So I'm going to show you how I did this so that you get a good feel of it. I'm going to try to do this a little bit different. I'm going to try to just angle the camera down this way. So let me know if that works or if it doesn't work. But we're going to see if we can do it like that. So let me turn around and see if I can get an eye on my paper here. Let's see. I'm going to turn that back towards me, and then we're going to turn it down. There we go. Okay, so I think you'll be able to see pretty well here. All right. Hi, Patricia. All right. So I've got that on there. I'm not going to be able to see any of your comments or anything, so if you have questions, I will answer those later. But I did put all of the supply list in the description for the video, and I will give you all the measurements for this card also. I had somebody ask me last week if the paper trimmer was available, and I was like, the paper trimmer's been available for a while now, so I'm going to go ahead and use that and just show you how it works. First thing I need to do is cut a card base, and for that I just take my 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, and I'm going to put that at the 4 1/4 mark up here, and I'm going to cut that. And then I'm going to go ahead and move my cutting blade over to there and turn my paper, move it to the 5.5 inch mark. I'm going to score it there, and that gives me my card base. Okay, so I'm going to set that aside. I also need to cut a piece of paper from Whisper White that is 3 inches by 4 inches, and I'm going to actually do 2 of these because I'm going to show you the wrong way to use this stamp set also, because it can be a little bit tricky. So we're going to go ahead and cut 2 of those to 3 inches by 4 inches. I'll set those aside. Let me get this one cut. And the easiest way to remember which blade to use, the dark one is for cutting, so it's going to go a lot deeper, a deeper color. And the lighter one is for scoring. Then I need a piece of Early Espresso that is 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. So I've got that at the 3 1/4 mark. And then we're going to go up here to 4 1/4. And cut that. So we'll set that one aside because we'll need that. And then I've got a piece of the Christmas Rose Designer Series paper, and this one I'm going to cut to 4 inches by 5 1/4. So I've got 5 1/4 there. I think this is already 4 inches, but we'll see. These do come in 12 by 12 sheets. If it's off, it's just off a tiny bit. So yeah, we did get a little bit off of that. So that is the new paper trimmer. It does have the telescoping arm that comes out like so, and I believe it goes up to 17 inches. It's a little bit thinner profile than the one we had before. And that's mainly because it doesn't have all of the storage on the back of it. Okay. So on our Whisper White cardstock, I am going to stamp the rose image in Cherry Cobbler ink. So remember I said I was going to show you the wrong way to do this. This is the wrong way. So you're going to ink that up. And if you just stamp like you normally do, you're going to ink that up good. And then you put it down on the paper. And I'm going to move it just like so. If you just stamp down and up, that actually turned out pretty good. But most of the time when I do it, it's not turning out very good. So if you're having trouble getting a good impression on it, what I suggest is that you use the Stampin' Pierce mat, which is this one right here. I think these are only like $6 or $6.50, but well worth the price. But anytime you're using those clear stamps and you're not getting the best image, put that under your paper that you're going to stamp. So again, with this stamp set, I'm going to ink that up really good. And it did pretty good the first time, so we're going to try this. So I'm going to put it over here. And what you want to do on the stamp set, because it is such a bold stamp, is you want to hold it there for a minute, and that way the ink will really soak into the paper there. And I'm just going to give that a tiny twist as well. Okay. And then without re-inking, I'm going to go ahead and do that a second time down here at the bottom to get a lighter rose. And again, I'm just going to give it a little tiny twist. Okay, and there is that. So the next thing I want to do is stamp the Merry Christmas on there, because once I have that, then I can stamp around it. So I am using Early Espresso for that. I'm going to ink it up. And it just says Merry Christmas. I'm going to put that right on there. And you'll see how that looks. So even just like that, it's really very pretty. All right, so I'm going to close that one up. And whenever I'm doing this type of stamping, I do always close my pads as I go, because otherwise you tend to put your stamps in the wrong color. All right, so this next one is like little pine leaves, or I guess they call them pine balls, right? I'm going to ink those up. And I'm just going to start stamping them like so. And I usually will do some full strength and some not. And you'll see I do these very, very randomly. So and let's get a little bit more down here. All right. And then I leave just a little bit of white space too. All right, so I've got all my stamping done on that, and it's time to put this together. So I've got 18 inches of the gold glimmer ribbon, and I'm going to tie that around my 4-inch by 5 1/4-inch piece of designer series paper. And people always ask me how I tie a bow. It's kind of like tying my shoes. I really can't show you how I do it, but it's very much like tying my shoes. So I just go left over right, and I tie a double knot first. Unless you've got somebody to hold their finger there, it makes it really difficult. And I give it just a slight pull, because once I flatten that down, it's going to be okay. But I want it to fold just a little bit up, but not too much. And then I'm just going to go ahead and tie a bow, just again, just like if I were tying shoes. So no different. Of course, I usually tie my shoes a little bit quicker than I tie my bows on my cards, but okay. And those ends look pretty good too. So I'm just going to leave it like that. And then I'm going to cover the back of this with adhesive, because I want it to stick really good to the front of my card. And a lot of times I will also just do dimensionals. if there's ribbon, but this ribbon's pretty thin, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. Then I'm going to go ahead and layer that down. All right. And then we're going to do adhesive on the back of this piece. We're going to layer it onto that early espresso piece that we did earlier. I am going to put some Stampin' Dimensionals on the back of this. And I use 4 for one in each corner. Peel those off. All right. Put that there on the front. I'm going to kind of scooch my ribbon over a little bit and layer that there. And then the other thing that's part of this suite are these gold glimmer dots. I'm going to add a few of them. And if you don't have one of these take your pick tools, this has been really one of the most popular items in my classes here recently. But I'm going to add just a few of these gold glimmer dots to the center of the rose up here. All right. Okay. There we go. All right, so hopefully you can see that pretty well. I'm going to step around and turn that camera back. Hopefully that worked. And let me turn this up here. There we go. I'm going to turn it back around and step back around there. Whoops. Other way, right? Other way. There we go. All right. So, again, if you want this suite, make sure you get it this week. And again, if you want cards, leave a comment. Again, they're 5 for $15 or 10 for $25, and then $3 flat rate shipping. So thanks for watching, and I will be back next week with another project for you.